trying to do here. I don't know if I'm going to end up recording this whole thing, because, I mean, I have no idea what I'm doing, and I do want to have fun with Endwalker. So yeah, my character's name is Bluebird Golem, so I guess you could say the same for me. And basically I have not been able to play Endwalker due to, well, a lot of things happening recently in life. So this is my first time kind of getting to it. I main summoner most of the time in Shadowbringers. I'm just kind of winging it at the moment, I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm not crazy about changes. I might end up swapping to Red Mage instead, but we'll see. I believe the MSQ starts here in the Rising Stones, right? Yes. It looks like it, yep. So, I mean, let's get going, and I'm gonna see how this plays out. So, I'm probably gonna heavily edit this, but yeah. Or do like an actual proper intro of some sort. Let's see where we left off with everyone. It's hard to believe it's been like, what, 6 months? Since the end of the last patch? And I forgot, Kral is pretty much over there right now trying to figure things out. I may have to stop in a bit because I do have my cousin's dog here and he's being very extra right now and getting his nose into things he should not be. Dogs. Alright, so Alphino is gonna start us off, huh? The next ship to sail. Alphino is feeling the need to take stock. Bluebird, do you have some time to talk? I don't know if I'm gonna voice everyone too. As a heads up, I'm just gonna have fun with this, so. I would like to gather everyone in Dawn's respite and together assess the situation in which we find ourselves. And I ain't no voice actor, man. Let us take stock of the facts, shall we? The crisis at hand began with the sudden appearance of ominous towers in a multitude of locations throughout the world. We have since learned that... Oh, this is like a recap for people... Yeah. We have since learned that the said structures were brought into being by an organization known as the Telophoroi. The Telophoroi's stated purpose is to recreate the final days of eons past, an apocalyptic event that would result in the destruction of all we hold dear. Already have these towers of theirs been the cause of untold suffering. Countless innocents kidnapped and imprisoned, their faith perverted for primal summonings. Ooh, this theme. And unless we find a way to deal with the corruptive aura surrounding the spires, we can't even get close enough to rescue anyone. Those shielded with the blessing of light seem able to resist being tempered, at least. But after what happened to Arnwald and Fordola, we need to be very, very careful about how we proceed. Yet, while these threats close to home are of paramount concern, you mustn't lose sight of the situation in Garlemald. As you know, the Telophoroi are under the leadership of Fandaniel and one other delightful fellow, Xenos Ye Galvis, the Crown Prince and our dear friend. Friend is not a word I'd use, but hey! He just wants to be your friend, but To date, he's reclaimed his old body, murdered Emperor Varus, and plunged Garlemald into an even deeper pit of chaos. The capital has probably seen the worst of it for a good while there. It saw the bloodiest fighting in the War of Succession. That has since changed, and in troubling ways. Man, this is really for people who story skip, I think. If they even care at that point. Or just one hell of a recap since it's been 6 months, huh? Aye, during our reconnaissance, the air was not once rent by the barking of cannons or the cries of discord. 'Twas an eerie fog of silence which did blanket that ruined city. The inhabitants appeared to have been tempered, and with nary a word spoken, did they labor to transform the palace into a soaring edifice born of nightmares. If they were indeed made thralls, it seems safe to assume that these events, too, were orchestrated by the Telophoroi. Oh my gosh, when she put her hand on her chin, I did the same damn thing. An army of primals is awful enough, but in light of recent developments, I fear it is only the prelude to an even greater catastrophe. We need to devise a means to counter this threat, and quickly, before our allies are overwhelmed. We will find a way in Sharlayan. I am sure of it. Master Folchenal's comments regarding the final days were curious, to say the least. The form knows more than it's letting on. Sorry to interrupt. We've just received word from Mistress Cryle. She says that arrangements for your visit have been finalized. You're headed to Limsa Lominsa and board the next ship bound for Sharlayan. And on arrival, present yourselves as Associates of the Students of Baldessian, come to assist with the Order's restoration. Ha! Thanks, Gra! The arrangements may be settled, but what of your thoughts? They must race at the prospect of returning home after so long. I am eager to see it, of course. Of course. We should set off at once. Then I'll accompany you to the docks. You need at least one person there to wave and cry and wish you a safe journey. Gosh, that music is so hype! I don't feel quite the same as, like, the hype music in Shadowbreakers, but it was pretty hype. Oh. Safe journeys, and please, do be careful. None of the other Scions are around, huh? And, I mean, I don't know, I'm still mixed about Summoner, but I do like my emotional support carbuncle. I will try to refrain from typing as much as possible, but I will forget, and you'll have to deal with the horrible sound that grates on the ears worse than my voice. So we're going to Limsa Lominsa, are we not? I wonder if I'll immediately get to Sharlayan from here. I guess I should also kind of talk about the prospects of what I expect and what I do know of Endwalker, because, I mean, what, it came out on the 3rd and it's already the 20th today? Basically, I am aware of a few things. I do know, like, I think one trial so far. I mean, that one was kind of a given, though, considering the media tour. Oh my gosh, the lag here is fascinating. But, yeah, so there was the media tour, and, basically, I know the trial, I know there's the Lady in White, and the Lady in White, I feel like things would have been very simple had she just had a gun. I don't know. But, yeah, so that's the thing. I'm debating if I should put away my little guy here, little hatchling. We'll see. If it gets pretty bad, I guess I'll do it. And hopefully the servers hold up, because the servers have been horrible, and the queue times have been horrible. Like, I'm on Leviathan, and queue times have been, around this time that I'm playing, definitely around 4K. It's a measure of patience, and to get back on, I would just, gosh, it would be horrible. But, what? That's a tiny person? Oh, okay, it is a cat girl. Okay. I keep forgetting, I am technically a Highlander, so I am still kind of tall. Oh, I could have probably just used the Arcanist. Whatever. I never remember it because we never go back here. But... oh, okay. Oh, ho, ho, everyone's here. Sea travel can be tedious, but I don't mind it. 'Tis a rare experience for most Guardians. I never thought the day would come when I would be sailing home again. It always seems so very far away. Huh. I didn't know the G tribe was in Sharlayan too. I guess maybe it's an offshoot of them or something? Or maybe, I don't know. I could have sworn there was a G tribe in the main game, but maybe not. I shudder to think what manner of truth awaiteth us beyond the Indigo Deep. Still more do I dread the prospect of discussions long overdue. Contrary to what you might think, this will be like going home for me as well. I may have learned how to survive in Limsa Lominsa, but it was in Sharlayan where I was taught, quite relentlessly I might add, skills to properly live. Because yeah, he was like a street urchin around here, right? Though part of me looks forward to returning home, I've not forgotten that my father... Wait, I need to check a thing. Am I actually recording? I am recording. Okay! The part of me looks forward to returning home. I've not forgotten that my father stripped us of the privileges of our family name. I hope it doesn't cause trouble with the officials upon our arrival. What a grim reason to bring you to Sharlayan. Not much to be done about it, I suppose. But I would have liked to give you a grand tour under happier circumstances. I might have lived in Master Matoya's cave for a good part of my life, but even for me, the thought of returning to Sharlayan is quite exciting. I can hardly imagine how it is for the others who lived most of their lives there. Yeah, because, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you apparently all lived in Sharlayan? Aside from Estinian and myself, huh? Everyone's here, which is good because I've already paid for your passage, and the fee is non-refundable. Tataru. Of course you would worry about money already. The ship for Sharlayan should be pulling into port soon, so please follow me and have all your luggage close at hand. I kind of wish I'd been able to do this during the day. I bet it would have been wonderful. But a starry night sky is also pretty cool. Oh, they're bringing this theme back. It's like one of my favorite themes in the game. Oh, hey, that character from the Ninja Quest line. Well, Rogue, rather.
They've almost finished loading our cargo. We should be ready to depart right on schedule, or so I'm told.
That's a funny way of saying schedule.
Excellent. 'Tis nice to have a smooth beginning to one's journey, at the very least.
It's funny. Master Louis Soir came here on a ship very much like this one. And now, years later, the street urchin he befriended that day is bound for his mentor's homeland. With his mentor's grandchildren, no less.
Aye. 'Tis upon reflection that every twist of time's river and fate's whims are brought into sharp relief.
It's really...
Thou hast matured much in the intervening years. Wert thou not caught attempting to relieve Master Louis Soir of his purse scant moments after he made landfall upon this dock?
Oh, really? Now that's a tale I'd like to hear.
Oh, gosh. Oh, I love how everyone's still at ease despite...
Will this be your first visit to Sharlayan, Sir?
Everyone's very at ease despite what just happened. Well, not just happened, it's been a long while, but I mean... since the battle at Cartano there.
Sir Estinian?
Are we strangers newly met? Why this stiff formality?
I, merely meant it as a professional courtesy, since we are now colleagues in an official sense.
I'd rather you dispense with the sirs, especially in private company. Or I'll be forced to respond in kind, little Lord Alphino.
You've made your point, Estinian. Painfully well.
Better.
Oh, Tataru.
Are you all right, Tataru? You seem positively distraught.
Distraught? Me? Don't be silly. I think it's lovely that they get to see their homeland. It's just, we're trying to thwart the schemes of an army hell-bent on destroying the world. And, once again, I have to stay behind and worry that this is the last time I'll get to see my friends.
Yeah. I really want to say the first one. But I know Bluebird might be... yeah.
Well, that's hardly comforting.
Ah, good. You're still here.
I mean that wasn't comforting. I just wanted to be like, hey, there's no need to worry right now. We can't change it.
Hori! Kultine! What brings you all this way?
We're to assist the Maelstrom and the Kobolds with a lunar primal operation, so we thought we'd see you off before heading to the tower.
I hope they're gonna be okay. I know they're just like the B team of the science, but still, they're a nice little sight once in a while to see.
Flamine and the others wish you all a safe journey, and promise that they'll look after things here until you return. We will too, of course. Aye, we your fellow Scions of the Seventh Dawn will do our part to ensure the end of the world won't happen on our watch.
We're set to sail! All aboard for Sharlayan!
It's time.
Then we must delay no longer. We will contact you the moment we learn aught of value. Wish us luck.
Have a safe journey, and please, please, be careful.
I hope they're gonna be okay too.
And so you venture forth unto the unknown. A fate beyond the horizon that cannot be divined. A future undefined and in flux. In uncertain times, naught but the simplest words of wisdom will suffice. That which lives is destined to die. Love leads to loss. Every beginning has an end. Treasure every moment, every step of your descent.
I don't know how I feel about that with this music. Oh.
And there, in the depths where souls and stars rest, find
I
your
didn't
truth.
expect this monologue to come that early. Alright. Oh, it's like the markings that they had before. Huh? That's ominous.
Here. Feel.
I did come on a ship before like this once.
Think.
The day has barely dawned, my fellow earlier riser. Though we're hardly alone in that. Envious of those still sleeping soundly, no doubt.
Well, what do you think about all this?
Called out to you,
Oh.
you say? I've heard nothing myself. In any case, I dare say the sea air will do you good. Why not join the others on deck? Sharlayan should be coming into view at any moment.
Well, might as well. Oh, I love the walking animation. I think they made it a lot better than the one that was in Shadowbringers. It feels more natural. Whoa, oh, okay. So...
My voice yet reaches you. I am glad. Hear, feel, think. And thus do we meet face to face at last. My warrior of light, guided by the crystal.
Okay then. I don't know if I don't know. I think... Why now? Why now, Heidelin? Why not before?
After your sojourn in the First, I believe you have your answer. You have gained an understanding of what I truly am, what Heidelin has always been, a primal. Zodiac was created to forestall the apocalypse which threatened the ancient world, and I was brought forth to bind him. Yet 7 times now, those who would orchestrate a return to that bygone era have rejoined a shard to the god I had sundered. greater his strength grows, the swifter does mine own diminish. The power to draw your mind into the rift betwixt is no longer mine to
The
wield.
rift betwixt? Oh, to bring me to speak with you.
Yet though it taxes me sorely, I dare not leave these
Your
words
eyes,
unsaid.
are they a crystal?
Even bereft of my guidance, you and your companions have accepted the burden of this star's troubled past. A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine. Wheels shudder and turn. Conflict looms, monumental, which will decide the fate of this world and all life upon it. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time.
Wait,
Another age.
was this when they were a Zem? What do you mean?
Cast your peepers
Damn it!
to the fore, folks. Sharlayans, just
Don't
over
you
yonder.
disappear on me. Come on.
I will not keep you further. Your traveler's heart must yearn to behold this unfamiliar land.
She doesn't,
We shall meet again, and soon.
like, I know she's a primal, but she really doesn't feel, she doesn't feel like she's trying to do something terrible? I don't know. I'm not sure what to think after all this. Oh, they're awake now.
Oh, what a fine morning. Oh, still a bit stiff though.
And a good morning to you too. Taking a look at the island already?
If not,
Then let's go. Let's go. Might still be room in the prow if we're lucky.
Ah, the
Shadowbringers?
sleepers have arisen.
no,
There she
Endwalker.
is.
Duh.
Good old Sharlayan.
I'm sorry, the
Oh, I see
guitar
it.
keys. Huh.
Home. Home at last. Well, maybe not in Father's eyes, but we'll manage on our own, if we must.
You do know you're not alone in this, don't you?
Of course.
Indeed, 'tis as Sir Estinian said. Forget not the comrades who boarded this ship at your side, I prithee.
Thank you, my friends. We are ever grateful for your steadfast support.
Upon arrival, we will be disembarking into the heart of Sharlayan proper. There is no greater concentration of wisdom in all the world. I am confident that somewhere within that center of knowledge and learning, we will find the answers we seek.
And the moon, huh? Children's moon. I had slight chills running through as the music kicked in.
Sharlayan, the solitary island nation of the northern seas.
Oh.
Where under the watchful gaze of Thaliak, patron deity of scholars, academics hoard all manner of knowledge and secrets. Once, they deigned to accept foreign students into a distant colony maintained in the Dravanian hinterlands. How swiftly they abandoned it once the first Garlean boot set hostile foot on Alamegan soil. So averse to the prosecution of war, these men of wisdom, your would-be allies.
Gosh, that music!
I thought they'd never let us off the ship. What's next then?
Oh
Entry
gosh, it's one of
applications?
those places, huh?
Hopefully they find no cause to deny us.
Wait, didn't we need that before coming? Because that's a long-ass trip.
Hasn't Sharlayan all but severed relations with foreign powers? Those of us without direct ties, myself included, may be refused outright.
'Tis true that, as a nation, Sharlayan only forms trade agreements with a select few neutral countries. But from a practical standpoint, an island cannot afford to be overly strict with its borders. Especially not if that island's people are wholly devoted to the accumulation of knowledge. If one submits the proper paperwork, with satisfactory evidence of identity and intent, then foreigners may be granted entry.
May.
Quite. So let us be absolutely clear on these points before we proceed. The immigration officer will ask for your affiliation and your purpose of visit. Considering Sharlayan's views on intervention, I strongly suggest we avoid any mention of the Scions. Kral has laid the groundwork for us to act as associates of the students of Baldessian, and our ostensible reason for being here is to aid in their order's restoration.
I mean, that's true. More so Kral, I suppose, actually helped us there. I mistook the students of Baldessian.
Grahatier, it might expedite our progress should an actual student be seen at the head of our little group.
Oh,
Would you mind
okay, I
leading
guess
the
I
way?
wasn't entirely wrong. Because I was thinking of Noah, I guess they are technically students of Baldessian too.
Of course. The immigration officers were this way, as I recall. Shall we?
Ooh, water by books.
Greetings. We've just arrived and are eager to make our way into the city. Would you be so kind as to process our entry applications?
Certainly. I see by your mark you are an Archon.
I am. Grahat here of the students of Baldessian at your service. I was assigned to an Eorzean survey team, but have returned to assist with the reformation of my order. My associates here will provide additional support.
Very good. I have paperwork detailing your group and its scheduled arrival for today. And it seems some few of your companions are also Archons. If you'll step forward, we can process those applications first.
Alright.
Ishtola rule.
Huh, Ishtola. Alright. Funny way. I guess I forgot how they pronounce things a bit.
See how it glows? That list is etherically linked with the citizen registry kept in the main repository.
Oh, they might get denied entry.
I've confirmed your status as Archons and amended your travel records accordingly. Welcome home. Now, who do we have here?
Alphino Leveilleur.
And Alize Leveilleur.
Oh boy.
Your applications have also been approved. Having said that, the streets are abuzz with talk of how House Leveilleur's lord disowned his young progeny. And while such personal circumstances constitute no reason to deny you entry, I urge you to avoid exacerbating your present situation. Times are quite
Well,
troubled
at least
enough
she's
already.
professional, if nothing. Yeah.
We shall keep that in mind.
These last two are not Sharlayan natives, but you will find their credentials are immutable. An application was made in advance.
Name and occupation?
Well, I'm more of an adventurer. I'd rather they not know I'm the champion.
An adventurer. Well, I suppose that is considered a valid calling in your native Eorzea. And it does indeed match the profile provided. You may enter.
Well, they seem to look down on that. But I'm not much of an artisan, and I'd rather they not know who I am.
And you, sir?
Estinian Valino, formerly of the Order of the Knights Dragoon in Ishgard.
Formally, at least. And what, pray tell, is your profession now?
What's he gonna... Graka's like coughing slightly. Oh! Kryle!
If you'll allow me...
Oh.
My associate is a mercenary, hired for his strength at arms. Surely you are aware of the dangers we often face on our forays into the wilderness.
Mistress Baldessian, if you insist on sponsoring his entry, then so be it. But while I appreciate that desperate times call for desperate measures, I find your choice of company concerning. Be advised that even a single misstep may have severe repercussions for your organization.
I have every confidence in my chosen company, dear and trusted comrades that they are. But I thank you for your
Oh
concern.
gosh, it's like walking on needles in this place, isn't it? She's like so done.
Cryle, it is good to see you.
Likewise. Long voyage notwithstanding, you will seem none the worse for wear. There is much to discuss, but this is hardly the place. Let's be on our way, shall we? Oh! Welcome, friends, to Sharlayan.
As your mercenary, I should hope my welcome includes a generous salary.
Well, I have to say something, Sir Taciturn.
I just gotta write 1, 2. I just wanted to write a quick thing to my friend that I'm in Sharlayan. I am unaccustomed to fabricating lions on demand. Why should it matter how I earn my living? Gosh, this music! Here we are at last, the great city of Sharlayan. You may have noticed some similarities with the Crystarium, yes? In fact, Oh, but we really should let Kral have her say first. We can continue this conversation another time. No, I don't know if it's like the... Well, I guess, actually, this does make me think of it a little bit. But it's foggy! Like, one hell of a time to come here, when I can't see shit. You are doubtless eager to take in the sights. Not to worry, Bluebird. The city is not like to vanish before we finish our discussion. I want to... Goblins! Oh gosh, I'm gonna be stuck here for hours, aren't I? Just looking at everything. Even allowing that the years I spent in the forest passed here in the blink of an eye, the city feels untouched by time. Allow me to extend unto thee my warmest welcome, Bluebird. May the wisdom of my homeland aid us in our endeavors. Oh, no, no. I'm glad I spotted your ship coming into port. The officers are born bureaucrats and sticklers for detail. In any case, you may relax and take a moment to get your land legs back. Let me finish talking with these guys. I'm fine, honestly. Better be to wave through with a stern warning than be denied entry after all. That was about as awkward as expected. Still, we're here now, and that's all that matters. I just want to run. I'm gonna be stuck here for too long, aren't I? Oh gosh. Kral sweeps the scions with a speculative nook. Old Sharlayan, new to you. I had thought to launch directly into an explanation of what I've learned and how we might proceed. But this is Bluebird and Nestinian's first time in Sharlayan, and for the rest of you, a homecoming that was long overdue. This makes me think of Undertale's home song. You must have places you wish to visit and people you're dying to see. Therefore, I propose we postpone our agenda so that we may all have sufficient time to recover from your journey and get your bearings in the city. Once you've settled in, we can reconvene at the Baldessian Annex. How does that sound? It is a fine suggestion. We may not be welcome at the Levier estate as such, but I should like to nose around the neighborhood all the same. Dog, don't you? Stop. I am meekly untethered, as it were. There's no particular place that my kin call home. Still, I would not pass up the opportunity to reacquaint myself with the city. Likewise, quick tour of old haunts might even yield some useful gossip. The annex was west of the Aetherat Plaza, wasn't it? I shall join you there anon. Yes, we'll see you there! I too have places I would be remiss in not visiting forthwith. By thy leave. Aww. She's just like, have fun, guys. What of you, Stinian? My services as a guide are yours for the asking. That won't be necessary. Until we reconvene, I prefer to wander as the wind takes me. Dumbass. But I could... Oh, he does not like Kyle. Didn't he call her a devil woman? Well, Raha. Oh, good. They're actually talking. Well, Raha, would you like to join us then? You've been gone for quite a while, and this would be the perfect way to refresh those dusty old memories of yours. Oh, of course, if you will have me. Come, Bluebird. Sharlayan awaits. Oh dear, his enthusiasm is infectious, isn't it? After you, my friend. I am more than content to follow your lead. Grauhatia is now accompanying you. Keep him at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. You can leave Grauhatia behind by entering a different area, using the Aethernet, or by putting too much distance between you. You can also speak with Grauhatia and select the option to part ways. If you wish to have Grauhatia accompany you again, return to speak to him at the original location. While Grauhatia is accompanying you, next try speaking with Crow. Wait. Oh gosh! I have a full party now. Oh, alright. Whoa. All set then? Let us be on our way. Our first stop, amusing enough, will be the last stand. It's a cafe on the west side of the harbor. Kral is now also accompanied. Yes! Lead your two companions to the last stand and speak with Kral at the designated location. While you're accompanied, you may enter conversation points along the way which offer additional topics of discussion. Enter the glowing area and speak with your quest companions to initiate these bonus conversations. Enjoy exploring your surroundings together. Ah! Okay. I'm losing my shit now. Ah! Ah! I need to... My friend is here. I need to go around in circles around them for a second. Hi, buddy. Oh gosh! Alright. Oh, okay. Gosh! Found myself a passage to Sharlayan for trade negotiations, but I'm beginning to think I made a mistake. Merchants here are so stuffy and stubborn. They've been better off staying in Ul'dah. Okay, this is a player. So I turned off names and stuff, so I can't tell. What the actual hell is the... What? Why? Why? What are these? What? Oh god, what? What is he holding? Nuts? He's holding a walnut? What are those? I'm like, what are those? Okay, that's a person just crafting by the sea. Gosh! I'm gonna take forever to get anywhere here! Greetings, traveler, and welcome to Sharlayan. If it is knowledge you seek, you've come to the right place. I am Wabime, an occasional lecturer at the studium. I specialize in natural geography, including the history of the world's topography and climate transitions. I like to come here for a bit of fresh air between classes, but for some reason I'm asked for directions rather often, so I decided why not act as a guide. Sharlayan is the city of knowledge, once a humble settlement founded by Archon Nyunkrimp and the refugees he rescued from the great flood of the 6th Umbral Calamity. It has since flourished into the grand metropolis you see today. Prior to the Great Exodus, it was common among Erisans to refer to our Dravanian colony with the shorthand Sharlayan, which resulted in the colonists unofficially dubbing our homeland Old Sharlayan, or the Old World. Alas, the name appears to have stuck. But old or new, we continue seeking knowledge from all over the world to record in the Bibliotheca Historica, among other collections of invaluable wisdom.